Go!
So we're gonna play prank on Josh. I'm gonna carve up his tailgate like my grandmother carves turkey. So I found a new for the truck. We just have to go pick it up. So on today's episode, we're going to show you how to black out some headlights. So first you get your nice little brush, you get some paint on it, and you go nice around the edges. Just like that. Then you get your roller. You just roll it on nice. You spread it out pretty good. There we go. Excellent coverage right there. Our paint of choice is Trimclad, but you're welcome to use your Beauty Tone or Rust-Oleum or AC Delco or whatever's widely available at your local Walmart, whether it be John Deere paint or something else like Valspar. So I got this new tailgate. I also got a headlight housing and a piece of trim that I broke.
I'm not gonna throw it.
Throw it. Woohoo! We're gonna nightshade these. They'll look good. So I found some VHT paint and I also found a new headlight housing to replace this one, which has some condensation. So we're gonna pull them out and test on this one. Make sure that the VHT works how we think it will. And we just want to do a light smoke, but not completely black them out. And then I'll have to get some nice bright bulbs for it as well. So let's yank them out. There we go. That's one we're going to practice on. As you can see, it's got water coming out of it. We don't want that. This is a prime example of a bad headlight. It doesn't hold the blinker fluid where it should anymore. Like, stuff's coming out all over the ground. You notice that when you start to get kind of like well, you see the water droplets and a little bit of a haze. The haze is the blinker fluid in there, and the water's what separates out of the blinker fluid. So these are basically garbage, but we're gonna practice doing some VHT nightshade on it. So we're gonna put some VHT on this headlight as a test for the Duramax. We're first gonna brake cleanse it and wipe her down real good, and then we'll attempt it. This is just a test light. That can's basically dead. So that's one coat. It went pretty dark pretty quick, so we'll let that dry for a couple minutes, and then we'll put a second coat on and see what that looks like and decide if we're going to do a third. So about an hour ago, I'd say, I remembered that Adam from work had told me there was these tires posted up on a local truck group. So I mentioned it to Chris, and I shot the guy an offer. We went down there, and now we have some new Ep.4 420s. The guy put about maybe 2,000 kilometers on them, and he had them on his truck for less than a month. Now he needs to upgrade to some winter tires because we get snow up here in Canada. So if you ever seen VHT used on like a Honda Civic Racer, you'll know that it's got kind of a bed liner type texture because it's like almost like an overspray misted on. So you need to wet sand it. So we've got some 3M 1000 grit wet or dry sandpaper, and we're going to try wet sanding part of this light to see what it does. Now let's wipe that and see what we got. That's pretty smooth.
It's alright.
You clear coat that, it should be fine.
Yeah? Better than it was. Some spots here, I think that on the inside though.
Yep. Oh, there's still water on the inside.
Cool.
I think if we do that, we should be good. Cause like it's smooth now. You can feel it. You can feel it. It's smooth now. So now we just got a clear coat. So let's try that.
Is it?
Yep. Should we heat this up a little bit so it sprays nicer? Let's go heat this up. So the best way to heat up your can when it's kind of cold, not quite room temperature, is you put it over the plug or the drain of your industrial sink, and you turn only the hot water on full blast and wait a few minutes. The can actually, when you put it over the drain, will plug up the drain mostly, not perfectly, but it will actually plug it up enough that the water builds up around it and it warms it up at the same time. So now that we went and had a snack and we came back and the sink's full of boiling hot water, you can turn it off and reach in the water to retrieve your can of the burning hot water. Hot. The can should be nice and warm. Shake it up, and it's getting hotter as I shake it. So now we're going to clear half of this test lamp. This thing's probably going to go in the garbage when I'm done, but shake your clear coat up real good. We're going to clear half of it just to let you guys know if it's even worth clearing after we're done. So the test headlight worked really good, so now we're going to go ahead and VHT the rest of them. These are clear coated, now they go in. One line in there, one line. first step of blacking out the truck completed.